What's going on, guys? ChipmunkinHD here, and I don't know if you can tell, my voice is a little bit sore. I'm a little bit sick at the moment, but I'm gonna power through it for you guys. Boom, you know, oh wow, it really is sore. This is not the sort of gameplay I'd like to show you guys either. This is MP7 and ACR in Modern Warfare 3. It's got some amazing music behind it, love it. But anyway, let's get into what I wanted to talk about in this commentary. Relationships, the approach of girls, shyness, and general nerdy things. Now, I don't know many guys who will openly tell you that they play Call of Duty beyond just jumping on once in a while to muck around or whatever, who can go up to a girl and start a conversation with them in a club. I'm not here to give tips and tricks on it either though. I'm terrible with girls. I'm way too awkward to ever hit on a girl, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in this sort of community who are just like me. I'll share a good story I do have though. I was in a club a few months ago, and I was, we'll say slightly tipsy. It's probably an understatement, but we'll say slightly tipsy. But yes, I may have been slightly drunk, and I was dancing on the dance floor with a couple of friends of mine, who, funnily enough, are girls. But anyway, I was dancing, and these two chicks came up, and they started dancing with me. And in my drunk head, I was like, this is great. I'll go get my mate, so he can join in, and he can have one, and it'll be amazing. We'll both have a girl. Then I said the single stupidest thing I can admit to you guys that I have ever said. I looked at these two girls, and I said exactly what my brain was thinking. Wait here, gangers. I'm gonna go get Jason. Needless to say, by the time I brought Jason to the dance floor, the girls were gone. I'm sure there's a million stories out there like that one, where one stupid move has led to utter failure. The thing that's most daunting for a lot of guys is the approach, because most guys seem to overthink it. In our heads, we're like, alright, let's make sure she sees me, so I don't just randomly show up. But then, if she sees me, and sees me looking at her, she might think I'm creepy. What do I do? Oh, I gotta go now. It's the only plan I have. I'm committed to it. Shit. She looked at me and didn't smile. Now she's whispering to a friend. I have no idea what it could be about. It could be about me. Oh god. And then you wait there for a minute, and her friend walks over to you and just asks you what you've been staring at all night, and you just sort of mumble something and look away. But the approach is fairly scary. But let's say you nail the approach. You get into a conversation. What do you talk about? I like to generally move the conversation to something I know we're going to have in common. So for me, it's usually, oh my god, don't you just love Neil's hair from One Direction? At this point, they generally look at me, see my purple clothes, purple shoes, my Bieberish haircut, my boyish good looks, my amazing hands, and assume I'm gay. Make fun of me all you want. The gay best friend is a lot closer than random guy in a club. But even then, it fails sometimes. So if the conversation's about to fall apart, you've got to pull out the one thing that's guaranteed to keep them around. Can I buy you a drink? Boom! No person on the face of this earth will ever turn down a drink in a club if they have any sort of interest in you, or are an alcoholic. I mean, come on. But here in Australia, the second one's basically guaranteed, so you're going to buy her a drink. You take her over to the bar, and you call the bartender over. But unfortunately, the bartender knows you in this club and gives you your usual order straight away. And suddenly, you got two pink vodka raspberries sitting in front of you, and all questions that she had about whether or not you're gay, and if you were hitting on her, answered in her head. Awkward. By the way, the details in this, they come from a friend of mine. He told me about it, but yeah, he's got some serious problems. But yeah, even if you manage to get over that speed bump, you have the final big task of the night. Getting her away from her friends long enough that you can actually talk to her. Now this is especially difficult. I mean, girls go to the toilet together. How hard do you think it is to get them away from each other in a club? It's near impossible, and to do it, you basically have to wait her friends out. It's a patience game. They will eventually get bored of you. They will eventually go dance or something, and then you're set. But until then, you got to sit there and you got to maintain conversation and eye contact with 8 different girls without looking at boobs. And boobs are amazing. Some people just don't understand the struggle. But anyway, once you've got that all done, and if you've managed to play all your cards right, you finally get to take her home. You're ready for the big part of the evening. It's all been leading up to this, and then you wake up and you see the crumpled tissues around you, the half-empty bottle of vodka in your hands, and you wipe away your tears and just write it off as a good night. At least that's what my friend tells me. I might have to get him into counselling. Anyway guys, this has been ChipmunkinHD, and I'll see you later.
Friendly Predator missile inbound. Victory. Good work, comrades.